That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcast live from the heart of Europe. Did you hear about this incredible joke that Bolt made up? It's the Stonks meme. I guess he came up with that himself.
I did. I saw it in the movie. And it really, I was really blown away.
Yeah, I'm just walking around going stonks all day, you know.
Yeah, normally I'm very underwhelmed by Vault's comedic talent, but he's had 2 funny jokes in the last hour, and I think something's wrong.
Yes. Yeah. How did you come up with that? Now everybody's doing it. I'm looking around. Everybody's writing stonks all over the place. How do you do these things?
I'm just a genius, dude. Like I just sat down, just thought about it through.
Comedic genius.
Came to me.
All right, today, it's kind of a makeup for yesterday. I put an Xbox on the television, and although I think my wife's already had enough of it. Tommy's doing like 5-hour. He figured out how to play Sea of Thieves. Well, sort of. He doesn't do what the hell he's told. But he figured out how to do it. He can play first-person shooters now on at least a controller. And we were playing with Xana, making Mo money on Sea of Thieves, so I decided to take the day off today, and I'm gonna do a show early so I can spend my time with my wife. What do you think of that, sweetheart? Yeah, she sounds thrilled. Well, you know what they say: no sex, Apex. So we'll see. We'll see how that works later, right, baby? There you go. She's not happy because I'm doing the show early because she wants to watch TV. He looks really happy. It looks like Apex, boys. Apex. All right. You're retiring off your Dodge Queen. All right. Here's the deal when it comes to this topic. I'm going to take your calls, so load them up. And I'm only going to do about an hour, tops. So it's really going to depend on you. All right. Because I do want to spend time with my wife. I love her. She's my everything. You know, you're my everything.
Keep saying it. Yep.
It's so is Apex, right?
Say it louder so that she hears it.
Well, I don't want to guarantee it.
But yeah, you don't want to. He's still kind of. Let's be honest. You watched us play Apex for that match, and now you kind of want to play.
I did because Volt's terrible to watch. And it's like I can do better than that.
Oh, what an absolute throw on your
terrible.
You only I hate how I started before that saying, "Wow, it's been so long since we played. I don't know why. Can we play?"
Yeah.
And then that happened, and now I remember exactly why we don't play and how I don't want to play anymore.
With Vault.
Listen, I haven't played Apex in forever.
I can tell.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm most excited about, honestly, is the commentary from the fuckheads about stocks and their intellectual thoughts on that.
Well, I won't be in a position to yell at them because I'm not gonna. Full transparency, I don't understand this shit, but I think I do at least understand it politically. And that by that I don't mean Republican and Democrat, you two fucking idiots. I mean the politics of stocks. God, I can see your fucking Nick. Oh, here we go. No, I'm not talking about fucking SJWs. I'm talking about the politics involved. You fucking dipshit. All right, so let me. So I think I understand it kind of from both sides. Banana grabber, $25. The normie FOMO is strong dog. Here's some of my winnings. Really? It's probably the most he ever donated in a long time. I guess somebody got in on the stonks. Somebody got in on it.
Genius meme by me.
And here's the way I understand it. This is a bit of a revolution, and I think that's cool to let you know. Look, just because you're a hedge fund manager does not mean that you get a guaranteed wins. All right, it's like I think everybody agrees on the fact that Robinhood shut down, and I saw Google erasing reviews. Sounds German, $5. Finally, I can catch a show live. Again, please can I get push the button sound clip? Play the push the button sound clip.
Neighbor.
So I think we can all agree that there needs to be a serious investigation. And from what I understand, the FEC will, of Robinhood. Robinhood shutting down their stuff so the hedge fund guys can get their shit straight. And I think both sides can agree that was just way out of line. And it sets a precedent telling, making money is only for the elites. And I'm surprised the AOC was upset with that because she seems to feel the same way in general. I wonder if she knew what the fuck she was talking about. And there's that end. And there's the pump and dump end of it from the gamers. That's no good either. That's not good for the economy. It's not good for Wall Street. So something's got to be sorted. The thing that I understand, and maybe somebody could explain this to me, I understand that Reddit, the gamers, pumped up the stock. I won nothing, so you get $1. Happy Friday. Here's what I don't understand. I understand that the stock was pumped artificially through Reddit. And the hedge fund guys do that too. If they need something to go down, then they go on CNBC and they say, well, I'm not really sure about this. And they're fucking lying. And no one ever gets arrested for that shit. I don't understand how Reddit actually drove the price up. All right. And it's temporary, if anything. And pump and dump's no good. So it's kind of bad on both ends. No matter what happens, this is unprecedented.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And I don't know what Wall Street can do to stop something like this from happening, even if they go around arresting people. And fuck, and by the way, if you ever go to Robinhood, you deserve to lose every dime you ever made. Because that shit was just unbelievable that they froze to help these hedge funds guys. And it just shows you that these guys own Wall Street top to bottom. So, look, there's nothing wrong with short selling. And there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of this, assuming that you're not a part of the pump and dump. But this could be a serious problem that could affect us all, of the kind of money we pull in.
That's a lot of money, I guess. And for a person of color.
Let's see, 1/1000th of my winnings, $5. I'll take it. That's the way it works. I make you laugh, you give me a piece. That's the way it works. I don't know. Where are you in this verse? I mean, I do like the fact that this got shaken up.
I don't know. It's really strange. Well, the first thing though, it wasn't frozen. You're only able to sell it rather than buy it.
Oh, that's same thing. I mean, come on, you can't.
Yeah. I'm just saying because I know people are gonna say that.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm not super into the stock stuff. I've just been on the brink of like wanting to be interested in it, but it's such a steep hill to climb that
I know.
like
it's scary. Well, start with $1,000. Really, that's a lot of money to me. You know?
Yeah, I mean, start with a couple of hundred. There's some stuff that like will gradually go up, but like I feel like there's so many other ways I could spend my money and make the money faster.
Anyway. If you do that, that's great.
Or I could just not spend it and make more anyway, and don't have to risk losing it. Yeah. But it's I do think it's kind of weird how they're allowed to like being hedge fund managers are allowed to manipulate it and profit off of it, but the general public isn't. Like ethics is like
that's great, and that's the thing
because of their career choice, like
yeah. And I agree with that totally. But here's what also agree: not everybody that's in a hedge fund is a rich fat cat. And let's take my
hedge fund managers.
My dad's stock at one point yesterday dropped $5,000. That's serious. That could affect my father. And my dad's retired now. He's counting on this. And I think and he's not terribly worried about it. He says usually when something like happens, it kind of the market corrects itself. But I just want to think, if you're rooting straight up for the gamers, because fuck the hedge fund managers, and fuck the hedge fund managers, fuck them right in their goofy ass. But the people that hire them, have people like my parents that have earned a lot of money, and I don't know if Reddit should be allowed to go in and just do this pump and dump shit and affect the rest of the market.
I think it's like the hedge fund managers are doing.
Yes.
Reddit did it counteractively to counter them, which is funny.
Fair enough.
Fair play. They're both doing the wrong, but they're both doing the same shit. Yeah. The real problem is everyone around it who isn't involved in that is like getting fucking tanked. Like you said, depending on who's involved with what, like they're just getting shit on for no reason. Already happens from that, so now it's happening twice. With the hedge fund managers, which is one thing, but the surrounding.
Yeah, surrounding.
We're getting buffering.
We're getting buffering on their end or my end.
On their end, on their end. It's on everybody's end.
On their end, just refresh.
It's on their end.
Yeah.
Anyway,
oh no, it's good. We're good. If you see it on my end, that doesn't necessarily mean it's happening on their end. But a few people saw it. All right, that looks like it was server wide. So Just give it a refresh. Just type refresh on the fucking thing because it looks like we're back up. Happens. It happens. I'm not downloading anything. All right, Jesus. No. All right. So it's important to keep an open mind on both sides of the whole thing. I'm glad they did it, but I don't want my father to lose everything he's ever earned because, what if he lives till he's 90? Then I have a problem.
Nuclear sake. I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of on there. I'm kind of on the somewhat on the hedge fund side of things, just because, just based on how we wouldn't be talking about this right now. This whole show would not happen right now if what Reddit did.
But here's the thing. Look, when you short sell, and I understand what short selling is. If you short sell and you bet that the thing goes up and it doesn't, or something goes down and it doesn't, that's on you, man. That's fair fucking play. And if you lose your money fairly, I don't care. Like, the whole world can't stop. Google can't get involved in, helping Robinhood's reviews because they're quote unquote bullshit.
You can't be investing with training wheels. Every time something starts to go wrong,
everybody's got to help me out. Everybody's got to help the hedge fund. No, that's everything. Fuck. That's fucking ridiculous. So I think fuck you, whoever wrote that in the chat. This isn't a left-right thing. This isn't even close. This is a money thing. And it shows, election showed it to me, but I mean, the corporations are in control of our life in a dystopian type 80s action movie way. Like, cyberpunk is now real. I mean, even Elon Musk was tweeting, I guess Robinhood went corpo. Reference to cyberpunk. So, yeah, this is it. Google runs our country now. Everything reminds me of RoboCop 2. Where the OCP is actually more powerful than the government, the government itself, and we're there. It's not like a fantasy. It's not like, no, we're there, and they can even silence people. Looks like they arrested some fucking guy that made a bunch of memes in 2016 over the election, and they arrested him with a law that I forget his name. His name's Doug Mackey. And they arrested him with a law that you would be arrested for if you kidnapped somebody and told them to vote, threatened somebody if you told them not to. Totally willing to go in there.
I did hear that too, that Robinhood was actually selling users stocks without their permission in order to save them.
That's serious. That's serious if they're doing that.
I do remember hearing that yesterday, I think, or something. But they're like, their customers weren't going to be impacted by this.
Oh, that's such horseshit. No, you're giving the chance the hedge fund to reset. Am I getting attacked, you think, or is this on YouTube's end?
Nah, because you're perfectly fine on my end. You would be cutting.
Yeah, I'd be cutting out because I've gone through this before when they got a hold of my.
Yeah, no, it's YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It's YouTube. Yeah, well, type that in the chat.
They're trying to silence us, dude.
Yeah, it's because I know so much so scary.
Just recently, they restricted Dogecoin now.
Yeah, they did.
Cool.
Who did Robinhood?
Yeah, Robinhood.
Yeah, like they must think nobody's getting arrested over there, and maybe they were not. Because if anybody else did this, at least if this was being run the way it's supposed to be, yeah, they should be. The agents should be knocking on their doors. But Google runs our country. Google runs the planet now. It's such a joke. Instead, for all you big YouTube fans out there, we literally have the same policy. Like, our Constitution is now TOS.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
I mean, I'll say. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. With buying, with everything you do with your money, there is risk. Buying a stock, there is risk.
Yeah,
but there
are rules. There are rules. Pump and dump's probably illegal, but I don't know what the hell they're going to do about it. What let's say they arrest a few guys from Reddit and they just keep doing it, or they do it overseas, or who's going to come get them, or manage to do it anonymously, or maybe you need a site like Reddit, or maybe Reddit's got to clamp down. I don't know. This sets a wild precedent. Like my dad said. Normally, some wacky happens to the market, it corrects itself, everything goes back to being normal. This one feels different because I don't know, because there are people that are doing this GameStop shit, right, to fuck the system up because they hate it. They want people to lose money, and they're just, it's like the Joker and setting the money on fire when all the gangsters give it to them. That's a really scary scenario for everybody, rich or poor. That's frightening. That you would have these sort of anarchist type thinking, and true anarchists, not like the jackasses, the Antifa crowd, like a real just I just want to burn it, and I don't care if I'm gonna rip somebody's 50 years of work right out from under them. Fuck them. Fuck the system. Yeah, if you get somebody like that, and there are rules with this shit. So,
well, it's kind of crazy. Like, what's going to happen going forward? Are they just going to go like basically pillaging every stock one by one until we just have to like just stop everything?
We're not allowed to talk about the stocks online except on Fox.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, what are they going to do? Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can they stop this? How can they stop?
Because they already went from GameStop to BlackBerry to
BlackBerry. Chad Computer's right. They will regulate it. How? That's the point. Yeah, I know they're going to regulate it. Look, I was talking to Burst when we first heard about this, what was it, 48 hours ago, and I said, if this is going the way it's going, they're going to do something. But how? How do you stop somebody in Belize from pumping up the stock?
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing, like you realize that Reddit is an American site, right? Anybody can use it.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm saying. Well, they'll regulate it. Okay, let's say you're not allowed to talk about stocks on Reddit, and they do it anyway. Now what?
Bam.
Now what?
Robinhood is now restricted to United States users only, or something. Like what? Like, that's not going to happen. Like, what do you think?
Apple Charlotte said, "I look better bald." I hope she's over 18 because I'd like to flirt back. I don't know for sure though, so I won't say anything. Right. A lot of chicks dig me, sweetheart.
Not that one.
Chicks dig me. Chicks dig you? They dig me.
She's German. You can't say shit like that.
She's like, dig? Why would they dig? She's thinking to herself, why would they dig you? Are you buried? You don't seem to be buried. You're Scottish. How old are you?
Age.
Right. Mormon guys. Oh God, it's doing it again. Jesus, what's going on in the world here?
Yeah. Oh no, it sucks.
I don't know. I really should rest. Maybe I should have reset the computer. I don't know. So yeah, let me. Mormon guy seems to be like an adult. So let me think. Mormon guy, did you get in this shit or what?
Well, I didn't because I don't want to freaking lose my money.
Yeah, don't.
But okay, I gotta defend Robinhood here at some level.
Let's hear it. Good luck.
If you ever use Robinhood, what you can do is when you make a bank deposit in there, you get instant access to trading. Well, Robinhood actually doesn't have that money yet. They have to wait until your bank transfers the money.
Yeah.
So what this equivalently was a run on the bank, like Robinhood. So they didn't actually have the money to complete the transactions. That
I don't think that's relevant, though. They stopped the transaction.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. It's the fact that they froze
didn't have
it.
the money.
Well, they don't have my money on poker either, but I have like $200 in my fucking account. So I don't have it here. It's the same thing. It's still, if I cash out, it's mine. They're not supposed to keep it from me. They froze. The fact that they froze it. Yeah, it's not technically in the bank yet, but they technically have to go through with their obligation. That's the issue.
Yes, I understand that. But the thing is, they literally didn't have the money to make those transactions.
Is that true? Well, I don't know if that matters.
Because the money wasn't transferred to the account. So if I transfer money from my bank and then I pay $1,000, they're borrowing $1,000 off what their company has in liquidity to make those purchases until my cash transaction from my bank gets deposited into them. So they're on the hook for the $1,000 that I made on their app before my money actually gets to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
somebody wrote, "Fuck you, Tommy. You got my channel took off me." That's clearly not true. I would only flag an English channel. Just, what are you talking about? But go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to comment on that.
So, again, like, I understand that one of the things that's going to come out of this is just technologies like Robinhood. I just don't think will be able to exist anymore. Which
that's Robinhood's done. They're finished. The guy who did that must have had some insurances from hedge funds guys that they would take care of him after this. That they're done. They're over. There's no way. There's no recovering from that. Right, everybody I talk to agree with that. Everybody on Fox News Business thinks that. They're finished. It's over. Yeah.
But that basically this technology has like what Robinhood is doing, which is basically taking individual requests and then acting as a brokerage based on users logging in.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's the only way they make profit?
Yeah, really.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the way that this happened is the fact of the way the users are bulk making requests for a fund, a hedge fund like this to make.
Well, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to argue with you, but that does not sound like a reasonable defense in court. Because what they'll say, I would think, this is guessing on my part, all right? They can say, well, what about the other Robinhoods? What about the other companies? They didn't stop it. Why did you? And who are your connections to? You know, and because most people believe, or at least the people that I trust, because these are one of the few times where I have to trust somebody because I don't completely understand it, that the hedge fund managers put pressure on them to do it, and they did. And that's a fucking problem.
I don't think that's true.
How come you don't think that's true? I mean,
because that's not how it works. That's not how Robinhood works.
What do you mean? Like they freeze it for a couple hours and the hedge fund managers get time to adjust?
Okay, so again, you are contributing your money, and then Robinhood, their service is they're acting on your behalf. Mm. They literally couldn't. They literally couldn't do what users were asking them to do, which was to buy GameStop shares because they didn't have the money for it. So I agreed that what they did was wrong, and they're going to be finished for this because that's their service, is that they're supposed to do what their consumers want them to do.
Yeah, but
they literally couldn't do it.
I can't imagine they're not the only company like that don't have the money on hand. What you're saying is like the users broke the bank and they had to shut down. I don't think that's what happened because I don't know if they need it on hand. Let's see. You know what? I don't know. I can't even.
Okay, hold on. I'll present this example because with the brokerage that I used to use. When I deposit money into my brokerage account, automatically, boom, like that, it would go. The money.
All right, but that lends into his argument because they're like a third party. Your system would be different. Yeah, that kind of lends to his argument. I don't know. Do you talk to Leafy about this? I did send him a message, Nick. I did send him a message.
Saying is, I understand what Robinhood did was wrong, and I agree it was wrong. They literally didn't have the money to purchase these shares that people wanted them to purchase. Mm-hmm. And so that's what they did what they did. I agree that it's still effed, and I don't know how their user agreements are written in the legalese and all that stuff.
We'll find out.
They were on the hook for all these purchases, and they can't tell these users, yes, we can fulfill your purchase when they literally can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
So
I don't know enough to argue with you. I guess that's it.
Two last points. The first point is GameStop became more expensive as a company, was valued at a higher valuation based on this, higher than Delta Airlines. Yeah, than Delta Airlines, than like most Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. So just in perspective for that. And then part two of this is, again, like in terms of regulation, how they're going to do it, they're just going to make it so that common people can't use a third party to trade on their behalf anymore. Yeah. They'll just crack down and say you can't do this anymore.
I'm gonna tell you something, Vault. Let those messages from FuturisticHub play through. Let him go. He starts putting my brother's name in his chat and all that other stuff. I know exactly why he's here. I don't know why it's doing this to me.
We're buffering again. Yeah, that's weird.
Just let him go. Yeah, it's just doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. It's kind of starts on my end first, and then
I think it's not YouTube.
Is he DDoS? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh no. Fuck! I fucked it up. Yes, we're trying to fix the issue. Hopefully that worked. And now we're back. All right, get out of here, Mormon guy. Bye. Let's take good time, Sky. And we are back. And there's one more thing I could try after this.
I mean, you could skip around, but if you want to check it out, I'll put it in your DMs.
Yeah, I said that to him.
It's like 5 minutes, but
send it to me too, please.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Let's give it a shot.
This looks like a move by an outfit called Robinhood, which is supposed to be taken from the rich and given to the poor, and doing exactly the opposite. That when the big guys, including one of your main investors in your company, started to lose, you shut down the game.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, if it's true, but I don't believe anything that fucking metalhead.
I can only hear Nick Mullen's impression of Cuomo now every time I hear him speak.
Oh, God, he's such a dipshit.
Starve the little guy. Fair criticism.
That's not what it is at all. And I know you started this segment.
Case closed.
It really resonated with me because you described the story of Robinhood. Robinhood started 5
Oh
years
God, he's gonna give corporate speak.
ago by pioneering commission-free, no-account minimum mobile investing. And we've been the spokesperson of the individual investor, and our whole goal as an institution is to enable those customers, empower them, and give them access to the markets. Because for the longest time, markets have been only accessible to the wealthy. And so the entire industry adopted our business model in 2019. And in 2020, we added millions of new customers. The entire industry added.
Shut up and answer his question. I'm not one to fucking do it. I hate when people do this.
Millions of new customers.
Because Cuomo says right in the beginning, one of your top investors was taking a fucking bath.
Took advantage of the market rally and became investors for the very first time. So, we had to make a very difficult decision to protect our customers and our firm.
Why?
But we in no way.
Why? Exactly.
Do it if it wasn't to protect the guys who had shorted the stocks, which are the big hedge funds. How are you helping the little guy investors?
Well, I know that there's rumors around that. We were directed by market makers or other market participants to do this, and I want to be 100%.
How about why?
Clear. This decision was not made on the direction of any market maker or other market.
Yeah, because if it was, you'd probably go to prison, you motherfucker. Answer his question.
So why'd you do it?
Robinhood, as a brokerage,
he's checking out. Look at Cuomo. He's checking out the fucking broad. He's fucking banging on the side in his phone, right in the middle of the shop. Yeah, I'll be out in a minute.
Requirements. We have to put up money at clearinghouses. The amount of money that we have to put up depends on market volatility, and we're in a historic situation where.
Wait, first thing, hire a Mormon guy as your speech guy because he gets right to the point. Mormon guy said you couldn't do it because you didn't have the funds on hand. That was pretty much his whole fucking argument. That's not what this guy's saying, Mormon guy. This guy is not answering the question.
There's a lot of activity and a lot of buying concentrated in a relatively small number of symbols that are going viral on social media. So we haven't really seen anything like this before.
The rumor.
And
so you blasted your own company on basis of a rumor.
The risk and the deposit requirements. We had to restrict buying in these 13 stocks, but customers that held them could sell throughout. Thousands of other securities and stocks on our platform were available to freely trade. And our number one priority, as you mentioned, is to make sure our platform is reliable, stable for our customers.
It's not.
We're serving our customers and giving them the tools.
But that's exactly what's in question now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the exact problem.
But that's the thing, is that the trust is in question because it seems like the only people who are getting hurt were the big shots. And that if they were benefiting from this, your small
he's right. It's customers. His investor's a customer, I suppose.
Investors now believe that you wouldn't have shut down the game. And just one thing without getting in the weeds here. You don't control the listing venue for GameStop. Now, I used to work in finance, so I know this stuff. But
he's probably used to work at GameStop.
The audience doesn't need to. The New York Stock Exchange does. So if anybody was going to control the listing and shut it down, it should have been them, but it wasn't.
And that might have been illegal, too.
It was you. And the reason that they do it is very limited. They do it because they think there's evidence of fraud, or they think that there needs to be a material disclosure by the company that hasn't been made.
All right, I can't listen to Cuomo, but the guy. I got to be honest with you, through my ignorance, of course. He didn't make your argument, Mormon guy.
It's crazy because I listened to the CEO of Robinhood talk for about 4 minutes, and now I feel like I know more about stocks than he does.
No, he was doing a politician doublespeak. That's what it was. Not answering the question.
Reading off the screen the entire time.
Yeah.
Reading off.
He's actually doing it. So how are you explain to me how you're protecting? Well, we heard rumors that social media. Wait a minute. No, how? What goes in? How are your customers going to lose money? I mean, that's why I can't.
Robinhood started off as a small company. We really worked hard on it. Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just he just sucking himself off.
Good times. You're on the air.
How you doing there, buddy?
How you doing there, Mediger? What's up?
How you doing there, buddy?
I just want to say AOC is insane.
Of course.
Have you seen her tweet about Ted Cruz?
Well, she said something like he agreed with her on something and said, "You tried to kill me." You know?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago or something like that. And then went on like a live stream talking about like the stocks or something like that.
Yeah. So you don't know what you're talking about?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. So what's your question? Like, what are you talking about?
The question is, well, my actual question is about that video.
Quit and play Apex.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's sitting right over there. Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Why didn't he just? Yeah. Why didn't he just say that if that was the case? That'd be such an easy way to explain it away.
That's it. Unsubbed. Well, we're good now. It's the only time it ever happened. That's it. Okay. I want to talk about that douchebag in the chat who's clearly FuturisticHub. No, I didn't have his channel removed. But here's what I can tell you. As a non-participating, I've been doing some journalism on the side for FuturisticHub, who more than likely doxed my brother and put a bunch of hard shit. He said I killed children or something like that. That's because he's having a complete and total meltdown. And what I can tell you is his story, his whole story, like the no bullshit story, is coming very, very soon. So what I do is go back to 2016, check up Drama Alert, Brian Martin, FuturisticHub, and that's the beginning of this story. Brian Martin is one of the few people that I've ever blocked from my email. He was the first guy that threatened me, a big YouTuber at the time, when I got the job on Baited, having no contact and no even interaction with him or a knowledge of his existence. He attacked me. When I left Baited, he threatened my life. But he does this kind of stuff all the time, most recently with some kid that he's going to sue, supposedly in England. But let me tell you something about Brian. Brian's entire life is in complete and total upheaval right now. It's coming to an end as far as the life that he's known. He's gotten very, very rich on YouTube, like rich beyond your wildest dreams rich. And he fucked it all up. And I didn't have anything to do with it, but I have been in contact with people that are giving me the story. And one of the reasons they're giving me the story is the people that are suing him. The people that are suing him are giving me what's actually happening to him. So there'd be no way to spin this or shoot this anywhere or nothing. The entire fucking Futuristic Hub, Life in a Tent, Brian Martin story will be out in due time. Any allegation that I took his channel away, here's all I'll say about that. The judge did. We'll have everything, legal documents, the whole nine, and it's coming. And it's coming real soon, and what have you. And I'm really going to enjoy it because, like the guy put my brother's life in danger by posting his fucking address in here and getting out. And other hackers and people have done that since. So I'm really going to enjoy thoroughly showing what imagine having it all and blowing it because you're an egomaniac. An egomaniac. Who was the kid that he tried to sue? I posted that. It's all coming out, Brian. It's every bit of it, and I can't wait. I've never did a fucking thing to you. Like, not a thing. You have literally been threatening me and fucking with me since Keemstar put me on Baited. Like, the moment it was announced, it was you and Game is Gaming HD calling me a sellout. You believe that? A multi-millionaire was telling an unemployed fucking veteran that he was a sellout because I took a fucking podcast job, a dream podcast job? Really? I'm a sellout? Oh, really? Because I want to put some money in my pocket? That's what you wanted? Well, guess what? I'm literally going to have, and not Leafy literally, going to have the last laugh. I guarantee motherfucking it because I've been working on this for a year. Got that? It's all gonna come out. It's all gonna come out. All your funny things you've been doing. All gonna come out. I want to put this guy. He's trying to intimidate this guy. It's so funny that he tries to do it because people, he's intimidating this kid from England. In fact, I'll put the link out there just to embarrass you. That's right, just to embarrass you. This guy, wacky bro, guy I'd never heard of. I guess he made a video on the Keemstar video that he keeps saying he's going to sue Keemstar. Guess what? You're not. You're not going to sue Keemstar. Keemstar reported story. He's doing an acts of journalism. He's trying to suppress journalism, right? Through intimidation, lies, threats, of violence, the whole nine. Oh, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. Your behavior in court, it's all coming out. Every bit of it. I'm going to have it. It's going to be irrefutable. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Nothing. So go hug your jailbait girlfriend, hug her real tight, and tell her, I'm sorry, baby. Tommy C's going to fuck me in the ass, and I just want to hold you before that happens. That's what I want, Brian, because that's what I'm going to do to you. I am going to verbally fuck you in the ass, and you're going to like it. Enjoy. It's coming. I don't know when, but I can't wait. This guy, Wacky TV, he's been, this kid's, I don't know, he's got 100 views in this thing. Brian decided to threaten him with a lawsuit. He's in no position to sue fucking anybody. And so go check it out. Put it in the chat vault.
Gotcha.
You put it into that. This is just, think of this as the condom sliding off. I don't want to get AIDS, but we're going to fuck you in the ass. And we're going to do it journalistically and the right way. And I'm going to enjoy it. Because how dare you threaten me? You threaten my kids, my family. You tried to fake your own death saying you had a twin brother. Oh, God. This is years in the making. 5 years in the making. I didn't take your channel away. The judge did. I know everything that fucking happened. And no, you know what? Let's say I did take your channel away. Everybody knows you're a scumbag. Nobody would care. So one time, they would probably look the other fucking way on deplatforming would be me on that situation. That's how fucked you are. But I had nothing to do with it. I don't have that kind of power or money or anything else. You fucked yourself. So hold her tight. Her real tight. Because you're going to need a hug when I'm done. To be continued. To be continued. Okay. What am I talking about? You're going to find out. You're going to find out. And you're going to laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. I like that. I'd like to meet your fucking, your kitty girlfriend, right? FuturisticHub. Because, well, how is it that I'm like literally like 12 years older than you and you look 10 years older than me? How is that possible? What do you do to yourself that makes you look like that? How is that possible? She probably thinks you got all sorts of money and it's just not going in your bank much longer. It's great. It's funny. And I'm going to expose it all. And I'm going to give it to Keem. And I'm going to give it to Scarce. And I'm going to give it to anybody that will talk about it. Anybody to talk about it. And I will be laughing. Now you're threatening some kid that got 100 views, you maniac. You degenerate. You loser. It's gonna be great. Gonna be great. Any more callers in there?
Former guy.
He's already been in there.
Okay.
We already talked to him.
Should just end it on that note.
Yeah, we probably should end on this note. Yeah, why not? All right, I only did 40 minutes though. Oh well, fuck it. Do you want to spend time with me?
Nope. Time for Apex. No sex. Apex.
Oh yeah, baby.
Sweetheart, you want to spend time with me?
She wants you to shut the fuck up so she can watch TV.
Do you want to spend time with me? Ah, yeah, you go. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you'll be back in 10 minutes. I'll see you in 15.
Do you hear that? Tommy Keys kills kids. The only kids I killed are your future kids, because no one's going to want to sleep with your ass after I'm done with you. You're not going to be able to make any. Get bent, psycho. I got your ass.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. head and my legs like she bout to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
This is not a good scene. Let me tell you.